If it wasn't for the fingernail mixture that they were trying to tag Dave Evans with, the DNA would have gone right by us. The only reason Brad Bannon was looking at the DNA was because he was focused on the fingernails. None of us were focused on the rape kit item. None of us thought there was other DNA there. None of us thought we'd find anything. And we literally stumbled across it, Brad did, while he was looking for something else. You change that fact a little bit. If those fingernails weren't there, we would have missed it. And this misconduct would have gone unrecognized.
And these young men would have potentially been convicted. I'm sorry. And these young men would have potentially been convicted, and they would have gone to prison, and we would not have had in this state post-conviction open file discovery for major felonies, and so it would have never been found, and they would have remained in prison for 30 years as innocent people. And what I'd like to add is I'd like to emphasize what Mr. Williamson, the panel chair, said. This is not about a celebration of the demise of Mike Nifong and his career. The role of the North Carolina State Bar is and always has been about protecting the public, not punishing the lawyers who harm the public, but protecting the public in the future. And to build on what Mr. Cheshire just said, prosecutorial misconduct does happen in this state. There are many, many fine prosecutors. One of them is 2 blocks down the street, Colin Willoughby, and his staff. But there are many, many prosecutors in the past several years in North Carolina whose misconduct has been uncovered. And as Mr. Williamson noted, the only repercussion for that misconduct in the system has been to actually give the people who were put in prison unfairly a fair trial. There has been absolutely no message sent until today that conduct will place you as a prosecutor personally on notice that your license and your career is in jeopardy if you walk close to any line, let alone over it. So I believe that is what's important about what's happened here today. Not just that Mike Nifong's misconduct was highlighted and that he received some level of discipline or punishment for it, but that the world now knows. And again, I'm not sure what the law is. I don't know how many prosecutors across the United States of America have been disbarred for their blatant misconduct and misrepresentations. I would imagine it's not too many, but this state, North Carolina, today has once again, in its progression,